Hello friends, how are you doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. In today's video, we have two holiday releases that we should discuss. We're going to talk all about newest Patrick Ta holiday set, a new limited edition brush from Rephr. So we're going to unbox her, we're going to try to use it, and I'm going to show you also some other releases that they sent over my way because these are actually quite exciting. Let's start off by unboxing this beautiful brush. The Yosegi brush celebrates the best materials, craftsmanship, and the latest innovation from Kumano, Japan. Pieces of solid maple and walnut wood precision curved and fused together using a traditional technique called Yosegi Saiku. Referal is carefully pressed 3 times to achieve the brush's unique triangular shape. The Yosegi handle features Japanese calligraphy and seal with intricate detail and texture that's only achievable using a traditional technique called makai. 24K gold-plated ferrule. This is a small batch cheek brush that will ship in a cedar box wrapped in a traditional washi paper. This brush, you guys, is absolutely stunning. Their fall limited edition brushes are usually so good. Last year's was beautiful. It's one of my favorite brushes in my whole collection. Truly special, extremely soft, very high quality brushes. This is so soft. I don't have it here because I actually brought it to show it to a friend of my last fall limited edition brush, and I don't have it at home, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I really brought it to show it to her because it's so special. I love that brush. It's my favorite brush. But I don't know, we're gonna try this one out to see if this really compares. When it comes to the hair and comparing it to last year, even though I don't have it here, I very well know that one is a little bit less packed. So it really applies just a little bit of product, and every time I use that brush, I do build up my products with no problem. This one, I do feel like it has more, I don't know if it has more hairs or they're just a little bit denser, but I could totally tell that this is going to apply more product. This is very bouncy, extremely soft. So we're going to get to apply the blush now. Get to applying this blush. This is exciting. We are getting a pink holiday limited edition casing for this. This one is in the shade Out of Office, which is the lightest of the two that he's released. I feel like the other one was, I don't know, it just looked too berry for me. I don't know, I was craving something like that. I really like that he described this as a little pink cool tone shape without being like Barbie pink, you know, like this kind of Barbie pink. And we're gonna get to comparisons at the end. So you can see that this is a pink, but it's sort of like a mauve pink, but in a cool toned kind of way. And do ignore my 2 pimple patches. Like, I just had to cover those. I was mortified. Anyways, let's get to applying. I cannot wait. We are going to, of course, do the powder first, as he usually suggests. And this is how much my brush is picking up. I'm gonna get a little bit more. That's that. Let's apply. Oh my god, this brush is so soft. How beautiful. Like, this is actually a perfect pink shade because it's not that Barbie pink, but it's actually the pink shade. I don't know how to explain. I hope you see what I mean. It is such a beautiful shade, and this brush, oh my god, it's just applying this powder so beautifully. I actually tried this blush this morning with another brush, and I could tell how good application will be with this. Like, I already want to put on my bronzer. This brush will be multitasking. You can use it to set all over the face, then use it for bronzer, use it for blush. You know, you can do a lot with these kind of brushes, especially because of the angle. It is perfect for blush application. This is stunning pink. I love. This brush is really hugging my cheek area like there's not tomorrow. The shade is so pretty. I love this pink. I was scared that it wasn't going to show up as much and that I had to pick up the deeper shade. Yes or yes, you know, kind of situation. And I got questions on that on Instagram. I got asked, like, are you picking up the deeper because you're medium? You know, I'm like, no, I'm a rebel. Like, I do what I like when it comes to blushes. I like my light baby pinks, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm so glad this worked out for me. And we haven't done the cream, right? So that makes it very poppy, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to ruin my other brush. I like to use like this brush. I like to use it for only powders. I don't know. I'm just like, let's not use it for creams. But I think you could. Now, let's apply. The cream. The cream always seals the deal for me because it gives a beautiful, just like juicy, elevated glow. Oh my god, this is stunning. This is a very soft pink, and this is what I wanted. I really, when I picked this up, I really was like, you know, thinking, I hope it's not a baby pink, because baby pinks could clash too much on my complexion. But this is actually the pink for like medium complexions, and I feel like it's gonna be beautiful for the colder months, you know, to sort of like look effortless and like you're cold but you're really not cold. And I did apply Patrick Ta glitter on my eyes today, the pink ones, because we just had to. Okay, stunning. I don't think this is going to be similar to the one that I thought it was going to be similar to. Let's do a little swatch so that we can see this. So here is the powder. Oh, very pigmented. And that's the cream. And you can see like it's very pigmented. Even though like it's light, you could definitely build this up, and I could see like deeper complexions, you know, using this shade and being happy with it, I think. Now we are going to do the gloss, and he mentioned that this is a better and just improved gloss formula for you know, for his line. It is not a plumping one. Last year's he released like plumping glosses for holidays. These are nice, you know, they're plumping, not too much. But this year, I don't know why he decided just to perfect his gloss formula without making it plump. So, and by the way, the lip liner that I applied was Love Top, and it gives me that kind of shade. Let's go. This is actually clear. It doesn't have a base to it, so it only has those gorgeous pink sparkles. Like my lips just grew 1,000 times. You know, when you get like a sparkly gloss, it really catches a lot of attention to the lips. It really plumps them up and makes them bigger. I kind of like the scent of this. It's very minty. It's not plumping, it's just minty. So I think it does a little bit of plump without wanting it to be plumping. I don't know if you know what I mean. Because yeah, it has a lot of like mint, and it even tastes like it, which is very nice. I like it. I think that the sparkles are gorgeous. You can see these beautiful pink you know, sparkles, and I could totally see like a stunning holiday, you know, look with something like this on. So nice. Before I move on to the swatches and everything, I did wanted to show you a little difference in these two brushes. So this is the 38 brush, which I already showed you last week when I applied the Gucci bronzer. Yes. So this is a collab with one makeup artist. Now this is it is permanent to their line. This is 38. Now the whole thing about the Shode line is that these will mimic calligraphy, so they're meant to be used in this way where the top bristles are just sticking up just a little bit more than usual. But I do feel like they did the same very similar thing for 38. Now the Shode 05 is bigger, you can see. It covers a bigger surface area. This one, 38, is just a little bit smaller. And I feel like I'm gonna love this one for bronzer because again, it's gonna cover more surface area and I don't have to just be dipping back and forth multiple times. Whereas with this one, I did have to do that without no problem though, because I love the shape of this. I think that this is a spectacular brush, and also I loved it so much for blush. So I do feel like these are very similar when it comes to the shape. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong if you know more about that. On Rephr's website, the Shode 05, which is this one, is an ultra soft cheek brush that will instantly elevate your face makeup in a luxurious way. This flagship cheek brush has been a community favorite since its debut and is designed for blush, powder, highlight, and bronzer application. And it has uncut natural hair. I love the Shode 05. I love it. I love that it's thicker too, like the handle. Can we see the difference in the handle? So I'm gonna turn it around. This is the Shode, this is 38, and you can see the difference in the thickness of the handle. If you're in need for beautiful brushes, you need to check out these two. These are such multitasking brushes. I feel like they make any powder application effortless. The bronzer, the powder, the highlight, the blush, everything. Such multitasking brushes, and for the price they cannot be beat. With natural hair bristles, these brushes are unmatched. They're very high quality. These brushes last truly a lifetime, and I highly recommend you look into them. Yeah friends, I wanted to make sure that I gave you my 2 cents on this. If you were wondering, they also released another little Shode brush. They released Shode 06, which is a very tiny multitasking brush, and I just love, oh my god, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but like it has just on the tip just like little tiny hairs that is just gonna make everything so precise. So this is gonna be spectacular for like liner, for inner corner highlight, for lower lash product, you know, multitasking kind of brushes. I love this one. Shode 03 is my favorite. Shode 03 is always dirty because I use her so much. Like the little hairs that stick out at the end of the brush just makes these brushes extremely unique and very user friendly. Like I just applied my product in the outer V, and then because they're so pointy, they really help you blend, you know, the product so nicely. So I'm obsessed with my Shode brushes, are my favorites, and I think that Rephr slowly but surely are going to transition to all Shode brushes, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Sorry, I'm so passionate about it. I'm just obsessed with brushes. I love brushes, and when it comes to like these very stunning high quality brushes, I just can't help it. Anyway, let's get into some comparisons. We're gonna start off with obviously the new one, and we're gonna put her again up here. So that's the cream blush, and then we have the powder. Now the shade that I think she goes to the gym, I don't have it. I apologize, I'm very much sorry. I never picked that one up, I don't know why. But the one that I owned that I thought it was gonna be similar is Cheese Flushing, and I actually applied it and I talked about it on a video for Instagram, and I thought, yeah, these are too similar, but they are way off. Can you see? Huge difference. This is a toasty, right? A toasty shade is super warm compared to the coolness of the one in the limited edition holiday palette. So that one was She Is Flushing. What is different is the one that I think is gonna be similar to the Deepest, you know, that he's released. That one up there, I think that they look very similar. This one maybe a little bit more berry, and that one just a little bit more more warm, you know. I don't know. I'm not gonna swatch it because it's not really worth it. This one is She's Wanted, but this is super ultra rich deep. And then She's Flushed, which is, I feel like, just too warm toned, you know. And these are them side by side. Now these are not really, you know, comparable, you can see, but this is all I have in my collection. I have the other shades from him, but they don't look like it. And then we have these baby pinks, which is way off. Like, this is not really a baby pink blush, and that's all I wanted to just put out there. I truly thought it was gonna be like a baby pink, and I'm like, I'm so done with a baby pink blush, but you can truly see that it isn't. It's just the most gorgeous pink. It is cool tone, but it's not bubblegum pink. It's a true, like a true cool tone pink that I feel like is gonna look good on tons of complexions. I would love to hear your thoughts. The Sephora sale is approaching, and this is the perfect time to get these blushes on sale, especially his formula is so stunning. I'll make sure to link everything below. If you're watching this and the sale is already going, I'll make sure to leave links down below for you to shop. Thank you so much in advance if you do use my links, because it always helps me and my channel to continue to grow. It helps the brands to see me and my content, and I will make sure to also link Rephr brushes down in the description box. That one is also an affiliate link, so I do make a commission if you purchase from my link, but it's very much appreciated. Thank you, friends, for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you next one. Bye.